family? It's Tamika. And thank you for tuning in to Essential Therapy Wellness Center.
Yes.
So this is going to be part 2 of our Expat Jamaica experience. Thank you for coming along on the journey. Just a few housekeeping things. Thank you all to subscribers that have already subscribed.
Yep.
And for those that have not subscribed but are tuning into this channel, we ask you, please subscribe, please like, and please share. Hit the notification button so that you know when we upload a video so that you can stay tuned to what's going on our journey, okay? So we're going to just give a recap about day 2, our full day 2 of our experience here in Jamaica since coming and landing on Wednesday. Today is Saturday. And so we're just here to just kind of give you a little bit of a summary. In this video, we're going to talk about what we have done already. And then also maybe some of the challenges that we individually and collectively have experienced. Okay. So do you want to start on?
You can start it.
All right.
It's pretty much challenges that we've had together.
Okay.
Just learning experience. Just like engulfing in the culture of like having Jamaican money and spending the currency and learning like all the banknotes. They're color coordinated, but at the same time, it's just like we're trying to learn.
Yeah.
So when you don't know, that's the best thing is to try to like suck up everything you can from every genuine like local person, every expat that we have met. We actually met Jessica, so we met her. If you want to talk more about that, because you guys connected through the expat group on Facebook first.
Yeah. So first and foremost, let y'all know that the expat groups that you find either on YouTube or Facebook or even Instagram, those are legitimate sites where people are migrated for certain from the U.S. to different areas. Be it Panama, Jamaica, Costa Rica, the Philippines, Vietnam, wherever, all over the world. So those are legitimate people that are on the ground. We call them boots on ground that can actually tell you what the good, what the good, the bad, and the ugly is. So I met Jessica through an expat group on Facebook. Because as soon as we decided to move here, we went ahead and joined some communities so that we could know what to expect from people that's already done it before us. Why reinvent the wheel, right? So I met Jessica, and then we just started Facebook messaging each other one off, and we just stayed in communication, and we had a lot in common. We had a lot of commonalities. So we just stayed in touch all the way up until we got here. So we had already said, maybe like the 3rd or 4th conversation in, we learned that we had a lot in common. We was like, hey, we're going to, we should meet up when we actually get there. So this has been over some months. It's probably been at least 2 months since we have been communicating. 3 months since we have been communicating through Facebook Messenger. So when you meet someone that you've been communicating, it's like you kind of feel like you already know them. You learn their personality through text message and through some of the things that you share. So when we met, it was like having a mini family reunion because we had this thing in common. And that's that, we had some of the same similar background, and we moved to Jamaica. So we ended up connecting. We met up at the Port Pit. For anyone that's been to Montego Bay, go to the Port Pit, shout out. They had the best jerk chicken. We had a good time there. So we sat there for about 2 hours and talked. And then we decided to walk to Harmony Beach Park. So we walked there, ventured there, continued to talk, to learn each other. And it was just like, meeting a family member for real. It was like we were getting acquainted, and we have some of the same stories and experiences. And so it was so cool. So we went to Harmony Park, walked around there. And after that, we sat there for a couple of hours even, talked some more.
For an hour.
Then after that, we decided to walk to the hipster strip. So we went there, walked around, talked to some of the local people, which we love to do. Of course, everyone is trying to get you to come into their shop. Yeah. And we're like, either we politely decline, because if we went into everybody's shop and bought everything, we would it would be so much of it, and we probably broke. To be honest with you, but yeah, everyone was so nice. Even if you respectfully decline, people are okay with that. They understand, and we like, hey, we live here, so we'll see each other again. I'm sure probably next time. And then she had hit me to the game of be careful of saying next time because they'll remember you. Now I'm gonna ask y'all a trick question. Do you think they'll remember me? Ain't too many black ball girls walking around the hits the strip, so I'm pretty sure. Even going down there today, it was some people that probably recognized the going, and they think he who
Romy Malcolm.
they think he's wrong. So if you're out there, Romy, and you're listening, we've been looking
Like
for
the
y'all
guy-
for a lookalike for a long time.
The guy from 40-Year-Old Virgin, Think Like a Man.
Yeah.
MC Hammer documentary, like it's probably the only MC Hammer documentary, but he played that character. He also dang, what was that Netflix? Maybe not Netflix, but Showtime series he had. He has like it's like a black name.
But y'all know who he
Yeah.
is.
But no, yeah, going down there was a great experience. It reminded me, it had so much rich culture.
It did.
So like, it reminded me of like my aunts back in Georgia just chilling on the porch, or you just chilling on the porch, walking down, that main little street that you guys grew up on or whatever. It wasn't like a Mardi Gras field, but it was like, you could tell it was rich in culture.
Yeah.
Like, the people was out and just, you're just talking to the people. Like we talked to one guy that worked at Dr. K. Met up with him, talked to him for a minute. He was just like, hey, if you guys know Mac and Cheese. So his real name is Junior. My man, like big ups to you, brother. We talked to him for a while. And then we just caught the end drive. Like we're learning different cab systems and different ways to, get around the land and get around locally too as well. So like I said, a lot of learning experience and then like a lot of stuff that we're used to in America, but it's something that you don't think about a lot in America. Like just not using your phone so much and asking people like, hey, where is this at? And they're like, oh, it's right up the street. Like, okay, cool. Like just get familiar with land points and different things of that nature. So
yeah.
We had fun yesterday.
We did. We had a great time. And I feel like the time goes by fast. I don't know. It's because now I ain't gonna lie. Since we've been here, we have been like resting. We have been truly, truly resting. I'm gonna make a separate video about some of my thoughts waking up. No, I think it's fitting to do here. It's part of the experience, right? Did I share with you this morning?
Yeah. Thanks.
So outside of this journey, I think it's fair that we share everything that we feel, everything we experience. Okay. So we kind of talked about the reasoning why we moved to Jamaica in our previous video, but we've been here for about 2 or 3 days now. So, but it was blissful. The feeling of it being here, it being new was blissful. But this morning I woke up and I had to reset my intention to be present here. And I'm saying this because it's part of the journey. When you make a decision to do a sabbatical or to go off and do something different than you've been doing on your day to day, it is exciting, it's exhilarating first off. And then it's like almost like that stress or those concerns that you once had prior to getting here, it tries to like creep back. You know what I'm saying? So I just probably make a separate video about that in detail because I got some more to add to it. But I'll just say that, part of the challenge here as part of our journey is remaining present. Don't forget why you have decided to relocate from that point to this point and make it something that is going to be worth your while for your holistic healing and wellness. And then keeping that in the forefront. So that has been a challenge. I ain't gonna say it's been a challenge, but I know that it can become challenging. So that's part of the journey. It is. It's part of the journey, just like any escapade or attraction we go on, just like anything we experience that's great. We also want to let you know, like, this is a mindset change. This is a holistic change or modification, should I say, that you're trying to do. So don't feel like it, for those of you that have already decided to move, you will have these waxing, waning feelings. Like, okay, are we going to really be able to do this for this amount of time? Are we really going to be able to locate here? And, you got to just remember your why at every turn. Remember your why. So we'll do probably a more in-depth video about that later, but I just thought that that was important to bring out because it is a part of the journey, to get a candid feeling or candid experience of our experience of what we experienced. So yeah, like you mentioned, the banknotes are very different because we're used to dealing in singles, and double digits, and here they deal in the thousands and up. You know what I'm saying? So being careful of the etiquette has been a big thing. I know in the airport, I remember when we did our all inclusive resort, we were told by one of the people that worked at the airport, $2 was probably sufficient enough to give the taxi person. And as we did more research, we come to know that it's not really expected that you tip, if you like say at an all inclusive resort versus, just out and about. So we had to learn the etiquette because I made a mistake and I gave this lady $2 as she pushed me around because my knees was hurting a little bit.
Oh man.
And homegirl quickly told me, "Oh, you can keep that." And I was like, "Oh my God." And they value your honesty. They value your candidness. I said, "I am trying to learn. I'm not trying to offend you, sister." So, and that was all I had, honestly. That was all I had at the moment because we hadn't gotten any money out of the ATM machine or money machine, as they call it here.
Yeah.
And we hadn't gotten any Jamaican dollars. So that's all I had. So as we continued to talk, she gave us some tidbits. Kendall was handling the luggage. She gave us some tidbits about, how much they make, what's appropriate to tip if you're going to tip someone that's helping you with your baggage. And so that was very helpful. And do y'all know that happened to find a $5 bill?
We gave it what, like
$7. So I had $2 bill, and then I had found I was digging the whole time she was talking because I was just like, my mindset is we understand what their pay is compared to what we're used to in the US. And we don't want to take advantage. We don't want to minimize, gifting them for their for the appreciation of them assisting us. So that was one thing we had to say, okay, what is the etiquette here? What's appropriate amount to give for someone helping you with your bags? What's an appropriate amount to give for someone that's, when you're buying a drink? Because the money the currency is different. So I found myself a lot of times, trying to continuously stay up on the conversion of what was what. Cause one day it was 155 Jamaican dollars to $1 US,
130 something,
and then the next day was 135.
So you have to watch it, but at the same time, to me, I find it interesting, like the conversion of just the way money is bartered sometimes, or I'm saying bartered because a lot of countries still barter, and it's just like, to me, that's always been interesting. As like growing up as a child, and as an adult too. So, because in most countries, especially one of the Asian countries
that we looked up,
they like, if you tip them, it's like a sign of respect. So to me, I'm like, that's interesting because if you don't know, you don't know. For some cultural differences, but at the same time, when you want to know, that's when they're like, hey, this is what you need to look at. This is the color. And when he said the color, I'm like, color code. Okay, cool. It's kind of clicking to me now.
Yeah.
And, that's a challenge anywhere, especially when you're dealing with money and currency and just trying to learn the law of the land and talking to the locals, and then also talking to Jessica yesterday. It was kind of interesting because it's like, you have the cultural side, then you have this person that's been engulfed in the culture and how they see life, but they're also from America, but it's still different how we see life in America. So it's just like a lot of cultural differences everywhere, but like we was talking, America has the melting pot, and you can kind of tell. But like when you go to other countries, especially countries of melanated people.
Mm-hmm.
You feel that strong richness of like culture
And pride.
and
And that
pride. So
island,
like,
yes.
just being American, you're like, I get the pride because I'm from the South, and like being from the South, like you're very prideful,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like you can feel that here,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Community.
yeah, the community, and like just learn, like to me, just learning, man. That's always
Be a student.
yeah,
We're a
like
student
that's
here.
like I'm waking up tomorrow wanting to learn like more. So like
Mm-hmm.
this is very exciting to me
Mm-hmm.
to be somewhere. It's not foreign because
No,
we've been here multiple times, but like
living is something totally different.
yeah, but it's cool.
That's good. I'm glad you made that distinction. But the etiquette definitely is something I think we all as a human race need to just be humble. Just know that we're not in our familiar place. And like you said, we've been a student of where we are now. So we're still really, really early in our journey, but I'm telling you that we have learned a lot in these last couple of days, more than we probably could have ever studied. So you got what you can research, prior to getting here in theory, but then we have to put it all into practice. And so that's what we're doing now. So even though it's just been a couple of days for us, I feel like every day we come home and we just decompress and we kind of talk about the day and what we noticed and, what we didn't know, but we know now. It's been like phenomenal. And, we even met a young man that moved here from Indiana. Like we were in the market. Yeah.
Right up
So
the
you should talk about that because you spoke to him.
So
We were I'm gonna just say this part. We were in a grocery store, and there's nothing about this young man that would be like, oh, he from the States. But you know how sometimes we're intuitive people, so we can kind of gather, even if you don't say anything, we can assume until we know. But you can kind of get this feel, and it was nothing he did. It was nothing he said. He didn't even say. The only thing I said to him was, "Excuse me," because we was trying to get into the same cooler to get some cabbage. But that was it. But I ended up, getting some. We got some papaya, some cabbage, some things to cook for dinner. And then I got back in the truck, and then Kendall could take over about.
oh yeah, we went to so the other day, anybody know about sugar cane? It's the best. My family used to have sugar cane. I know when I was younger, they used to make sugar cane syrup, all that good stuff. But anyways, the other day we saw some sugar cane. I was like, oh, we need to get some sugar cane. So we've been exploring where we're at here, and up the road is a market and a place called Latitude.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll tell you more about that. But like we was just up in that area, and I was like, it's some sugar cane.
Mm-hmm.
But we forgot to get it because we was at Latitude, living our best life and meeting people there. So that's a whole nother story.
And waiting on our food for 3 hours, but it was fresh though.
Yeah, so that's a whole nother story with that. But we was there and we was at the same market, so I went across the street to get some sugar cane. I was like, all right, we have to get it because we missed it. And I saw the guy go across the street. So we're standing in line at the stand, and I'm seeing how he's interacting with the locals. I'm just like,
Not yet knowing that he himself was an American.
I say, I don't know. He looks American, but I don't know. Mind you, he got dreads and locks, but I can tell like his more natural flowing dreads. So I'm looking, and he looked at me. I was like, "What's going on, man? Like, how's it going?" Just casual conversation. So we asked for he asked for the papaya, and I was like, "Okay, cool," because I was going to ask for the papaya as well. So the older man pulled it out, and he was like, the papaya was this amount. I said, "Oh, okay, cool." I said, "I'm gonna get some papaya." He was like, "Yeah, man, I get papaya too." I said, "Hey, where you from?" And he was like, "Yeah, man, where are you from? You from the States?" I was like, "Yeah, man." So we introduced ourselves, and he was like, "I've been here for a couple of days, well, a couple times as well, and I just moved here." He was like, "I just moved here permanently." I was like, "Wow." So me and him exchanged information and just kicked it off like at at a fruit stand. So it's just like when you talk to people and you really are like immersed in like the culture and trying to like understand what you don't know, but at the same time do the research of like, oh, okay, cool, this is what they're talking about.
Mhm.
But me and him met, and we're gonna meet up probably tomorrow. So just taking that into account, it's like you never know who you can run into,
Mhm.
but at the same time, like always be aware of your surroundings. You know what I'm saying? But like where we're at is very, very, very like
We in here.
yeah.
Yeah.
It feels like honestly it feels good because it's just like I'm kind of walking back at home. Like it's not New York,
Mm-mm.
it's not a Chicago, it's not an Atlanta, but it gives you a southern hospitality, nurturing.
Community feel,
Yeah.
travel feel.
So just just having that conversation with that man, and it was just like, bro, you look like us. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you're from here or not because we've seen Asians, we've seen
Indians, Arabians.
and all of them speaking like patois, like I'm like,
They've
whoa.
been here.
I'm like, okay.
They've been here
I'm
for
like,
a long
okay.
time. Yeah.
But because he was talking about an incident he had looking for furniture. I was like, wow, man. I was like, that's crazy. He's like, I know, right?
Yeah.
But we're gonna kick it with him tomorrow. We met Jessica. We've been with our family, Petro.
Hey, we just meeting people.
Just living. Living.
Yeah. Even tomorrow, like he said, we're going to meet the gentleman tomorrow, and he knows another couple that's from the States that they moved here for some time now.
Yeah, we really don't know the whole story on them. But.
Yeah, we just going. I mean, I think it's important, even though we're here amongst the people of the island, that it's important to still have a sense of, someone that you can relate to. And Jessica agreed to, like, I keep saying her name. I hope it's okay to do that. But, our friend that we met yesterday, she said the same thing. It's like, you don't have to explain things or break it down. You understand what I mean when I say certain phrases. So, it's good. It's good on both sides of the coin. Like, it's good to be amongst people that's moved here. And I think that some people are not aware. If you're looking at this, maybe you are interested in moving abroad, but there are other people that just come across this channel just out of curiosity. And you'd be surprised. There are more people leaving the U.S. to go abroad and live for a numerous of reasons, but it's happening more often than we think. I know for sure, even though we had the inclination to do so, and before the expat group, we didn't know anyone that had done such a thing. So a lot more people are doing it for different reasons, their own reasons, and a lot of us have the same reasons in common as to why we're doing so. But hey, if like we said the other video, if you have the means to do so and you have an opportunity, even if it's just for a month, just to get the experience, pick your place that you resonate with, that maybe hopefully you visited before. And even if you haven't visited before and you've always wondered how would it be to live there, I know a person that she wants to go to Switzerland. You know what I'm saying? I know another person that wouldn't mind going to Indonesia. And those are kind of places that you don't even think about going to live, let alone visit. But hey, some people, the land calls them. And so we're just on this journey. We thank y'all for coming along with us.
Yes, we do.
And we're going to you got anything else?
Oh, I'm good. All right.
We're going to just wrap this up. Stay tuned for the upcoming video. We managed to get some videos today. We even went on the Martha Bray River today. And that was very refreshing. I resonate with the river a lot. Just spirituality wise. So we got a chance to jump in the water, feel the refreshing cool water over our skin. And so that was awesome. Man, if you ever get a chance to go, please do go to Tour Chimps. There's some other ones that are just more tourist friendly. They're a little bit more abbreviated of a tour. But if you just want to go and cruise in nature, in the water, on the raft, and under the trees, and see all of the healing plants that are around us, soursop, tuna, like just see the healing fever, what was I going to say? Feverfew.
People
Yeah.
call it lemongrass.
Lemongrass, okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah, so just, I mean, there's a lot of healing modalities here too that we definitely want to take advantage of. Absolutely. Coconut, green banana, purple banana, ripe banana, all of the bananas, okay? All right then. So let's go ahead and wrap this up. Y'all stay tuned. We're gonna put a nice little clip together for you guys. Don't forget to like, share, and please subscribe for as many viewers. Just click the like button. You're already looking at the channel. Just click the button.
just click the like, But thank you guys for tuning in with us and continue to see what we're doing.
All right. Till next time. Peace.